Hi everyone, I'm Malitzin Cortes, CNDSD. I'm an architect, a live coder, musician, digital artist. Thanks to Umanesimo Artificiale to invite me for this season. I want to show you the composition process of a track I never recorded. I play a version of these algorithms in the last season of Mutec Mexico. But this time we are going to add more things. This is one of the advantages of algorithmic music, I think. It is never the same and it can always be better. I want also to show you a small implementation in Tidal to control video with Resolume Arena and processing from Tidal. I mean how we do live cinema coding. For that I'm going to use two computers, one for Tidal and the other for control the visuals. I'm going also to use Tidal MIDI to control this Korg, this baby Korg. I was never very good piano performer, so practically Tidal will do all the hard work for me. Thanks. And I'm also going to use a router to make a local network between these computers so that they talk each together with OSC. Okay, that's all. Let's go. Please ignore for now the lot of code in my screen. That code has to do with video control, but for now we will talk only of the sound. These are orders via OSC from Tidal to Resolume, and we will see this later. Okay, well, I'm using a microKORG. I send MIDI data and use slow to make the note longer. And there are other parameters that become interesting when I add notes. In fact, the sound I chose as a note reverb, I like very, very much. I am a lover of the combination of a slow and straight. This is an immortal contribution of Kingdom. Thank you. Okay, here I am making a variation with more MIDI notes. And well, basically this was the algorithm that inspired me to build a complete track. I will explain it in detail further. Okay. An essential part in Tidal is the sounds and synths you use, I think. I like a lot to record sounds, make Foley, and put these samples on Tidal. This in special, Rumor 1, 2, and 3, I really love it. I record sounds of goods and things that I have in the house. Let me show you the sample Rumor. Oops. Okay. I really love that sounds. Okay, that does not sound. Sorry. Well, who uses Tidal knows that by multiplying a sample by infiniting or granulating, you can get textures and noisy and really, really noisy things. I use fading a lot for lower transitions. I generally have a slow in front of all my patterns all the time. Maybe this pattern alone sounds a little bit weird, but the combination of patterns is the thing I'm really interested in. Practically in this track, I flew to replicate algorithms and change the personality by changing some parameters and samples. In this case, wood 02. It is a SynDef that I now liked. It is like creating the music phrase A and then the music phrase B with a minimum variation. I really like this sound, a really glitchy sound. In this case, I use choose to break this pattern to the degree of having a rhythm that is not easy to catch. I love to do that kind of patterns. Let me show you. I think I'm going to replicate it here below just for explain. Okay, so it sounds simple with a couple of silence, but it gets interesting when you start to change the profits. Sorry, the parameters. It doesn't sound so flat. I also like this with speed. It sounds interesting, but I was looking for a more cut pattern. And to do so, make this variation with cut. It works pretty well. In the track I replied this algorithm, but I begin to put toms and kicks that happen times that I decide to multiply. Okay. With a little bit of room also. Okay, I think I will return it as it was. In the live performance, I like to change the slow on the fly. Here with do, I'm silencing all the layers above. This first part is if something happens that changes when some percussions arrive. Okay, like many dear musicians, I'm a really big fan of when mood, playing with speeds and degradations. I like to start with simple percussions, since the whole track has a lot of texture and small noisy sounds. This is the simple pattern. Okay, I like it. I like it. The Street Fighter is a kind of delay. I love also improvise with the stack. Copy a pair of algorithms and making polyrhythms. Varying all the speed of the algorithm with slow. Give it time and sometimes let it saturate. Yep. Always slow, slow. It's really useful for improvise and change the time. I love it. I can be like this all day. Well, now I want to explain to you a little about the connection between Tidal and Resolume. For this, I will open this patch that Ivan Abreu made with the really important help of Alex McLean, implementing the function scene to Tidal. This sketch is a kind of bridge between Tidal and Resolume. Okay, we have a pair of modules to make generative graphics also and control likes, but for now we are going to see only the OSC connection. Okay, if you see when I send an order from Tidal, I have that information in processing. Okay, here in Resolume, I have a couple of videos. Some we record for this track, and other on the internet. Sorry, and others from the internet. We are working so that this implementation can be used with the new Tidal. I think it will be much easier because Alex made enough improvements in Tidal. Okay. The processing is ready. Resolume has already implemented its form of OSC. Practically, you can map all the purple boxes. We have to go to Shortcuts, OSC, and here, for example, I have the instructions that Resolume needs. In OSC input, you can see composition decks to select. Here, what I am telling to Resolume is to go to deck 2 of the all video wall. And okay, here in Tidal, I put that order. And later, I tell him to put all the videos in opacity 0 for beginning. Okay, let me stop the mapping in OSC. This same, they might place them by Tidal. And one shot now in the new Tidal is the same, it's like once or ASAP. Okay, I send an order. From Tidal, okay, to put the layer 1 and connect the layer 1 and the layer 2. One shot only works in all Tidal, sorry. And as you will see in processing, the order is coming and is sent directly from one computer to another. Here I give into Resolume several instructions that have to do with the filters and behaviors. But believe me, control it from Tidal is a really madness thing. Because with knobs or MIDI controllers, I could not give to Resolume so many detailed instructions like with the pattern. Okay, I will play until the end of the track. Each pattern has an instruction with the X to tie up and order to the tidal pattern. I can tell exactly what to do. For example, make a ramp. Resolume works with normalized parameters like 1 for 100% opacity and 0 for black. Sorry, I forget put the screen in Resolume. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I'm fixing my orders with do so that I call the effects instructions in Resolume. I'm sorry. Voila! Here is the screen. For example, the strobe is connected to each sample that has that texture with glitch. I'm going to play it so they can see the synchronize between the order of Tidal and the signal in Resolume. There are latencies, but very, very minimum. Okay. I would like to explain with more detail. Believe me, but the time has gone flying. Well, I think that it's all. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can contact me through my networks. I'm like CNDSD almost everywhere in Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram also. And thank you. See you. Bye.